So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today let's continue our journey, our series of lords through houses in Vedic Astrology, and I've already covered the first house lord in all the 12 houses. Now in this video, let's try to understand the second house lord, which is also known as Dhanesh, going in all the 12 different houses, and what are the kind of results that are associated with this placement. This video might going to become longer, but I request you to please watch this video till end. Don't think like that my second house lord going in the 8th house, so I will skip to that part. I will tell you, I'm going to share some deep insights in between all different houses as well. So I request you to please watch this complete video, okay? Second house is actually the house of your money, wealth, your savings part. This is your valuable possessions also. This is also your ajivika. Ajivika means like you are going to do something and you are going to then earn money to fulfill the basic necessities of your family. So this thing is known as ajivika, fulfilling the basic requirements of life, that is food, clothing and shelter. So that thing is also come from the second house. This is also the house which represents your complete family. This is Kutumb Sthan. So Kutumb means all the family. Even if you go back into your childhood days, so if you want to understand how is my childhood going to be, or what are the inherited qualities which are present inside me because of my family members, that is also going to come through the second house. This is also the very important house in order for you to reshape your belief system. If particularly this is forming some connections with Rahu or the 9th house lord. Also second house is your mouth, okay? So your speech is actually seen from the second house. The kind of food which you love to eat is definitely going to seen from the second house. This is also your face structure. Facial expressions are also seen from second house. If you want to become a good actor, your second house must need to be in excellent position. Even from the marriage point of view, like I don't know whether you are married yet or you are not, but this is going to play a very important role, because this house is actually going to show the expansion part also. Like if something addition is happening in your family, as of now suppose you are single, you are getting married, so that addition is happening. So that anything which is adding up to your life, that thing is second house. Even if you suppose having this much money, you are accumulating wealth and you are creating that much money, this is second house. So this is the house which is like constantly expanding. Consider it as a Jupiterian energy, because this is originally controlled by the sign of Taurus. So this is also going to be the house which is going to give you a lot of security. It may be financial security, mental security, and even if you need to understand this thing in more detail, you can check out my other videos as well. So first of all, whenever second house lord is itself posited in the second house, this is going to be a powerful combination, but not that much powerful. Because what is going to happen if the planets like Jupiter or some other bulky planets like Saturn, if they are second house lord and they are posited in the second house, then what is going to happen? Then the situation of Karka Bhavo Nasho is applicable up here, because significator of the second house is also Jupiter. So Jupiter is going to destroy the significance of the second house. But if the planets like suppose Saturn or some other planets are sitting over there, what is going to happen? Malefics in the second house. Suppose the controller of your second house is a malefic planet, just like Mars, Saturn, Sun. So these malefic associations with the second house, and then if the lord is in the second house, this is not going to be considered as a good thing. Because what is going to happen if malefic association is over there, and if some other planetary conjunctions they are also forming, so this is going to give you a very karmic family. Because this thing not in your hand, like if you want to born in a rich family or in Ambani's family or in some poor or middle class family, that is not in your hand. So you cannot control the event of your own birth. Even your childbirth, you cannot control these things. So that is seen from the second house. And if the second house lord is in the second house, although this is going to give you very good belief system, You are going to be the protector of the complete family. Even for example, in your family, your parents or your siblings, their opinions are suppose somewhat different, okay? But if your second house lord is in the second house, your opinions are going to be much valuable as compared to complete family. Even this is going to be a very good placement in order for you to particularly hoard money, because rotation part is not going to come if second house lord in the second house. It becomes difficult for you to then go towards the business side also, until and unless 11th house and 12th house lord, they are forming connection with this thing. But I will tell you, it becomes then difficult for any individual to look for the business aspect also, because second house lord is always going to protect the house, no matter who the planet is. It may be Mercury, Moon, or irrespective of the planets. So they try to protect this thing, and that is the security. So the main question in their mind, in these people's mind, is always of security. It may be mental security or financial security, but they will try their hard to achieve that security in their life. And if that security is over there, that is very powerful. If so, for example, second house lord is in some malefic association or receiving the aspects from some debilitated planets, then what is going to happen? The scenario is going to change a bit, because then this is no longer going to protect. It means there are a lot of difficulties or distractions that are present in front of you. Even this is going to halt the career progress as well. If you want to understand whether I'm going to have a constant growth or a exponential growth, or like sudden ups and downs kind of a growth in my career, pay attention towards the second house. This is going to help you to understand the pattern of your career. Apart from 10th house and the Samsa chart, the second house lord is going to create that pattern of your career as well. So if that second house lord is in the second house, so this is not going to give you sudden growth, no sudden or exponential growth. This is going to be a constant pathway where you are starting here, then moving next step, next step, next step, and next step. So in that way, that growth factor is going to be there. Even most of the time, if this lord in the second house, as I told you, this is your mouth, speech as well, even your teeth, these things are seen from second house. So this is going to give a very weird alignment in your teeth, or the structure of the teeth is going to be very weird if second house lord is in the second house. This is not going to give you a very perfect alignment for your teeth as well. Now if the second house lord going in the third house, then what is going to happen? See, as I told you, the same thing applies. If the planet is going 2 places away, it means some kind of a gains are going to happen through the third house, okay? It may be you are getting the benefit, or the third house people, that is your siblings, they are getting the benefit because of you. Here, it totally depends upon the dignity of the planet. Like for example, the planet controlling the second house going in the third house. So what is the dignity of that planet? Is that planet really very powerful, strong, in a weak dignity? So this thing is going to dictate the quality of your second house. Even this is your valuable possessions. This is your money, wealth, and savings aspect. So if it is going in the third house, so that is the struggle part. It means in order for you to achieve something in your life, maybe your ambitions, your desires, or money, you first of all need to put forth a lot of efforts. This is also one of the combination for losing wealth. If you want to understand, okay, like is there any reasons behind financial instability in my chart, this is that combination. Because first of all, this combination have the ability to take you towards the extreme possibilities which you have never imagined of. And suddenly after, like for example, from 10-15 years, you are having that sort of stability or some financial security over there, and then you like set your environment or accordingly, like you set your lifestyle according to that needs, the amount of money which you are getting. Immediately that factor have the ability to collapse or bring you down. So I have seen in most of these astrological charts, second in the third taking up, then sudden fall is surely going to be seen with these planetary alignments. I request you, if you are having this combination, to first of all create some financial security or backup plan. You need to have a good savings in your bank account so that you can absorb the shocks that you are getting in your life. because this is a shock. You understand, third house is risk, this is the valor, this is willpower, this is courage, this is enthusiasm. So this is a very fierce kind of a house. Consider second house is like more polite and more security oriented, and if you put that security in the risk field, then this is going to be a very dangerous combination. Even one more important thing, third house, as I told you, this is the house of your siblings as well. So it depend, I told you, it depend upon the planetary dignity, whether the karmas with your siblings are going to be good or bad. But what is going to happen, second lord going in the third house is not considered even good from the siblings point of view, because this is going to create an opposition of ideas between both of you. Like they are going to be thinking in this direction and you are going to think in totally different direction. So this is going to be not considered as a good placement. Now the second house lord going in the fourth house. So this is actually going 3 places away, and fourth house is your homeland. I will tell you, this is going to be considered as a business placement, but fourth house lord must need to form some connection with the 11th or 12th house, or even with the second house. Only then this is going to be considered as a good combination from business point of view. But otherwise, for example, if only the second house lord going in the fourth house and your fourth house lord is not forming any connection with money and wealth houses, what is going to happen? All your valuable money, your possessions, your savings, you are spending in the initial years towards your family. Like this is not giving security to you, it means you are giving security towards your family. You need to give that security. As soon as they grow older, it means that planet, depending upon whether this is in a good dignity or a bad dignity, this is actually going to take away your security. Even any planet, when this is going 3 places away, so you naturally understand third house is the struggles, hardships. So all the family struggles, they will also come up to you. The only solution, if the second house lord is in the fourth house, you need to leave the complete family and stay away from complete family. You can go to foreign lands or any other country, then this will help you to achieve some success in your career environment also. Otherwise, from the success point of view in the career, this is considered as a badak placement. And by mean to say badak is the obstruction. So if I place a wall up here, no matter how hard you try, it becomes difficult for you to then penetrate that wall. So this is that kind of a placement. Even second house is your mouth, okay? So you want to intake something, the food or maybe like other items like alcohol or cigarette, and fourth house is your chest or heart portion. If the planet, they are not in good dignity, and specifically the benefics, they actually have the ability to give the heart related issues as well, which not initially you are not going to encounter these kind of scenarios, but in the longer duration of time, this is going to give some problems with regards to your heart as well, or the chest portion, because this is bit a depressive thing. You need to understand here your security is all the time going away. The remedy or solution for that thing is you need to look for the investment part. That is the one most important remedy. Rather than creating security in a home, you can go to some separate place, you can purchase your own land, real estate, whatever you want to do, and then create security over there. Otherwise, this is even going to create a lot of family disputes between both of you. I told you second house is very important from marriage point of view. This is not a good combination for marriage. Second house lord in the fourth house is going to create delays in your marriage, irrespective of the condition and dignity of seventh house. Even for example, if you are suppose getting married earlier in your life, so this is because not of your circumstances, because of family circumstances. You need to make that decisions. So this is not going to be considered as a good placement. I told you the only remedy is to stay away from family, okay? Now the second house lord going in the fifth house. This is a absolutely wonderful combination. And let me tell you why. First of all, second house and fifth house, this is forming a kendras, okay, a quadrant connection, because this is going 4 places away. And fifth house is actually the trine house, okay. This is your buddhimata. This is your mind. Intelligence is seen from the fifth house. So if you want to generate wealth, if you want to even multiply that wealth, or even if you want to suppose grow your savings, then intelligence is going to play a very important role. Okay, I'm not talking from the hard working point of view, that is somewhat different. Every person do hard work, but apart from that hard work, some sort of intelligence is actually necessary for you to generate wealth, then generate more wealth from that wealth, then you can create more wealth. So that is the multiplication factor which comes into play when second house lord is forming connection with the fifth house. Any kind of connection, I will tell you. Also, one very important thing, fifth house is the house of your children, childbirth, your progeny. So it means the financial security in your life is also going to come after having a childbirth. Or depending upon the condition of fifth house lord, if it is weakly posited, your security is going away after having a childbirth. Have you seen in the many families after having a child, some of the parents, they are actually prospering in their life. So why this thing happening? Because some security factor is coming over there, and some are actually feeling that collapse part in their career. This is again because of this factor. Even fifth house is the house of your education, okay, and second house is actually your initial childhood days, the playgrounds kind of a school, okay, where you go. Fifth house is your bachelor's degree. So this is actually going to form some sort of a connection between your value system and between your education as well. And most of the time with second house lord going in the fifth house, your education is not going to play an important role from the career and money and wealth point of view. This is just like that you are suppose putting efforts in this direction or this area of your life. You are working hard in this area and you are receiving results from some different area in your life. So this is that similar combination. Here your education aspect have nothing to do with your career. Nothing. Nothing means nothing. Zero value. No matter whether, even if you go towards the ninth house, towards higher education also, this is not going to happen. Because I will tell you, depending upon the dignity of the second house lord going in the fifth house, this is your Purva Punya Bhav, okay? So your past life deeds, or maybe the sum, if you want to look into the blessings also. If for example, second and fifth house lord, they are forming a conjunction. I hope you understand conjunction mean two planetary alignments coming together. So if second and fifth house lord, they are forming a conjunction, this is going to be considered as some sort of blessings. It means with the minimal amount of hard work, you have the ability to receive maximum profits. I have already made one video upon easy money as well, so you can please watch that video. So this is that combination. Even fifth house is the house which is responsible for creation, creativity, and even most of the entrepreneurs, they are actually seen from the fifth house. Second house is the money house. So these are the financial experts, irrespective of the dignity or of that thing. Because when intelligence is over there, you will not be able to make a wrong decision. If for example, right now you are having a very good security, you are having a very good bank balance, but if suppose fifth house lord or second house lord, they are not well posited. Second house lord, if it is well posited, this is going to give you that financial security. But if your fifth house is not balanced, then you have the ability to lose that wealth. It may be by doing speculation, this thing, that thing. Because this is actually a share market or stock market kind of a placement. I have seen many individuals working into the field of share market, stock market with these combinations. They have some sort of connection with speculation. That is why second is forming connection with the fifth house. Or consider this thing they are destined to receive because of this combination. Next, let's try to understand the second house lord going in the sixth house. Okay, so there is no need to look for enemies outside. Enemies are actually present inside, in your home, inside your family. So there is no need to look for family like enemies outside. This is actually that kind of a placement. Here I will tell you there are a lot of hidden enemies that are going to come in front of you. No matter how hard you try, even suppose you consider them as your family members or even your best friends. So this is that combination of that placement where other people, they try to backstab you. Other people, they are going to have a lot of jealousy factor because of you, because of this combination. Even most of the time I have seen this thing. This is that kind of a placement where all the family responsibilities are actually coming to you. No matter even if you are earning a good amount of money or a small amount of money, but all the duties, all the moral duties, all the obligations towards society is actually going towards that thing. Even one very interesting fact, second house is your mouth, your speech. Sixth house is your disease part as well. So this can create some time of a food poisoning, or this is going to create a lot of health related issues inside these individuals. Because what is happening, this is actually going to create a poison inside these human beings. So if they are not taking a well-balanced diet, immediately they are falling sick. And they need to deal with these sixth house issues on the day-to-day basis. Even I will, let me help you to understand one more thing. Sixth house is your debt, okay? If you want to acquire some kind of a mortgage loan and debt from the bank account, that is seen from sixth house. So when the second house lord is going in the sixth house, if its dignity is very powerful, okay, and your sixth house is also very well posited. Very well posited mean in its own sign or in the sign of exaltation. What is going to happen then? This is a very reliable chart. Other people, they trust you very easily. And they are willing to give their money for you. Okay, you can please take my money and grow my business. So this is that kind of a reliable placement. Even most of the time, depending upon the planets, this is also going to give them a very charming ability. They are having that sense of communication, or they are having a way with the words. They present themselves in such a way so that other people, they can listen to them. This is a unique quality, second in the sixth. Even this is going to give them a very strong imagination. Very strong imagination. Like, have you seen the movies like Harry Potter and these things? So that imagination part is also going to come in the sixth house. So it is very important for them to not follow the regular routines. If second in the sixth, you need to have some sort of different routine every day. It may be like if one day you do this task, the next day do some different task. Because if the similar routine over there, this is again going to act as a killing factor. So this is going to kill your bank balance. So you need to choose some different routines in order to protect this thing. Next important point, second house lord, if it is going in the seventh house. So first of all, this is a Khadashtak yoga. Khadashtak means 6-8 combination. Because from the second house, this is actually going 6 places away in the seventh house. And I told you, planet sitting in the seventh house is going to bring the karmas related to the significance of that planet or related to which area that planet is controlling. Okay. So what is going to happen here, that family karmas, they are actually coming immediately in your marriage. Or you are not getting married upon your time, or if any problem occur, that is coming only through the family. This is also, even for example, suppose your seventh house lord is very well dignified, okay, still this placement is going to create a lot of family disturbances, and that is even going to create separation sometimes. Depending upon the dignity, I will tell you, this have the ability to create a separation also. One very sincere recommendation from my side, irrespective of the planet, if second house lord going in the seventh house, I request you to please stay away from the family, or try to give preference towards living in a secular family rather than joint family kind of environment. Otherwise, this is going to spoil your complete marriage. Also, second house, as I told you, this is your money, wealth and savings factor. And seventh house is actually your wife or your husband or your partner. This is the house of business. So if you want to do business in partnerships, this is not considered as a good placement. Rather than going for partnerships like 50-50% partnership, or maybe 33%, 3 partners coming together, please don't go into partnership businesses with these kind of combinations. Otherwise, this is not going to give you good results over the long passage of time. Maybe in the shorter span, 1 to 2 years, you are going to receive a good amount of results. But if we consider or take long-term aspect into consideration, next 15-20 years, this is going to create a cheating from the partners, from your business partners. So this is not a good combination. This is a good placement if you want to do something of your own on the profit sharing basis business side, where your ownership is going to be 100% yours and you are doing something of your own. Then that thing is going to be completely good for you. Even with these kind of a planetary alignments, sometimes at the time of your marriage, some kind of a unnecessary or unpredictable event that can also happen. Because what is going to happen if you are a male, or if suppose you are a female. So if you are a male and whosoever is going to be your life partner, if you are a female, then whosoever is going to be life partner, your life partners, they are always going to feel the inimical behavior from family all the time, irrespective of dignity of the planets. Some sort of inimical behavior they will sense, like your mother, your parents, or that thing is going to create a lot of difficult situation. This is a hell, I will tell you. Family is becoming hell in the marriage of this person, whosoever is having this combination. I request you to please, I told you, live in a secular family. Even most of the time, planets like Surya, Chandrama, like Sun, Moon, so they act as a badak, obstruction giving planet. Your parents, your father and your mother, they are becoming the biggest enemy in your marriage. Or sometime, depending upon the dignity, they can become the blessings, greatest blessing. But most of the time, family is the curse in this placement. Also, one very important thing, this can give sometime overindulgence in sexual activities also, because this is actually that house, 7th house and the 8th house. So this is your like private parts. So this is going to give a lot of desires inside these people to have a very good sexual life. So this is also that combination. I request you to go with compatibility analysis before proceeding into marriage if you are having this combination. Now the 2nd house lord going in the 8th house. This is not a good, not a bad, not a average, but extreme end placement. 8th house, consider this house as the black hole. Okay, a lot of mass is gathered over a single portion. So if suppose anything is actually around that black hole, so what is going to happen? I don't know whether you study science or like commerce or some other background, but suppose this is a mass accumulated over there, so no one can escape from that black hole. Even I will tell you the light also. So this is also that similar kind of a placement. This is acting as a absorbent. 8th house is actually going to absorb all the energy, and this is going to behave or make you a bit secretive personality. These are that kind of individuals that have the ability to generate money, wealth in the secrecy. From the outside, they might look broke, but they are going to have a very good bank balance, depending again upon dignity. Also, there are going to be a lot of family secrets which are associated with this placement. It may be with their father, mother, or like, but some sort of family secrets are going to be present over there. Even depending upon the malefic association of the 8th house, because you need to understand one thing, from the health perspective, this is not considered as a good placement. These individuals, they are always sick. It may be because of some physical illness or because of some mental illness. 8th house is also the realm where individuals, they tend to become a bit fearful, because this is suddenness over there. So that kind of a suddenness is actually coming in the money and wealth part. In the initial stages of their life, these individuals, they actually see a lot of failures. They encounter a very large amount of failures in their life, particularly before the age of 28. Originally, 8th house is the sign of Scorpio, which is controlled by planet Mars. So Mars maturity age is 28. So before the age of 28, these individuals, they have made, I will tell you, 50 wrong decisions or 500 wrong decisions. But after that, they tend to understand this thing, like the importance of the financial security. And then these individuals, they tend to go towards building the multiple income streams in their life. This is also a very good combination if you want to do business. 8th house is actually, 2nd house is your money, 8th house is other people money. So they have the exact judgment of other people net worth also. If they meet with you, they shake hand with you. So they totally understand this thing. Even they are very customer oriented people. highly customer oriented. If you find a businessman with 2nd and 8th connection, they are going to be the extremely good salesman. They are not going to sell you the product or a service. They are actually going to sell you some sort of experience. Like when you meet with them, their gestures. 2nd house, I told you, facial expressions. So they have the ability to change expressions at every moment. So then this is going to actually make a very good salesman also. This is the most positive side of the 2nd and the 8th house. Also, 2nd house is your family, as I told you, and 8th house is the occult, astrology, numerology, palmistry, Vastu Shastra, whatnot. So it means in your complete family, some person is also practicing this knowledge. It may be not your parents, not your grandparents. It may be great grandparents, but actually some person have tasted Vedic astrology. This is also a very good placement if you want to become a Vedic astrologer. Very good placement. The predictions which are actually given by these people, so they are quite a sound predictions because their ability to conduct a research is getting enhanced. They have that ability to go into that deepness, that depthness of something, then find out something. In order for you to become a good astrologer, some depthness must need to be over there. 8th house, 12th house, they are important houses. Even Jupiter, Venus. Next, let's try to understand 2nd house lord going in the 9th house. This is again a Khadashtak combination. Khadashtak means to say 6-8. So here the karmic debt from the family is actually coming in your life. Now it depends upon the planets of moon and sun in your horoscope, in which house they are posited, or maybe they are the controller. But this is going to create a karmic debt because of your father and because of your mother in this present lifetime. And you first of all need to fulfill that karmic debt. And most of the time, after the death of your parents, with this combination, after the death of your parents, like your father and particularly your mother also, this is going to actually create sudden transformations in these people's life. Sudden transformations. First of all, they are going to experience their transformations on the mental basis, and then these people, they experience their transformations on the physical basis. But this placement is going to create the transformations in their life, irrespective of the house placement or the planets that are controlling 2nd or the 9th house. Also, this is a very shaky placement from the belief system point of view. 2nd house is actually the family values which you grown up, you listen to your family environment is going to have a direct impact over you. But as soon as you grow older, you become a mature person. Now then you are going to question a lot of things. Like, is this the value system that I'm getting from my family? So I'm not getting successful in my life because of my family, or because of the value system, because of the education they have given me in my school, in my college. Now in the practical world, I need to earn money. So my education, my family, my values, they are not contributing towards that thing. So they are becoming fed up because of these things. Then these individuals, they tend to change their belief system. Here the spiritual aspect is also going to play a very important role. You need to understand this thing also, because these individuals, they sometimes follow on the path of spirituality after receiving a lot of failures and setbacks. They become a monk like a person, completely secluded from the environment. Then they don't want to indulge into any sort of activities. But this is going to put a force over their belief system. Like, whatever you are believing, is this a correct thing or is this a wrong thing? They are going to question the mindset of the other people, of the society in general. Even this 2nd house is, as I told you, this is your savings part. 9th house is your bhagya, fortune, luck factor. This is also the travel part. So here, the more and more you are going to travel in your life, the more amount of money or wealth you are going to generate in your life. This is even going to be considered as a good combination if the dignity of the 9th house lord is also very powerful, or if it is forming some good Raj Yoga, like 9th house lord going in the 1st house, bhagya coming towards you. you are attracting fortune. So that kind of a combinations, they result into the positive results. Now the second house lord going in the 10th house, this is a Raj Yoga. By mean to say Raj Yoga, it means some good thing is actually present over there in this combination. First of all, on the negative side, second house lord in the 10th house, you are always going to work below the individuals of your own capabilities. You are going to have high skill set, high capabilities present inside you, but the managers, bosses, the top people that are sitting above you, they are not going to be skilled as that of you. So this is actually going to hamper your ego all the time. Like, I'm a skilled person, I'm still working under someone else. Why this thing is happening? Because what is going to happen, second house is your money, wealth and savings part. So 10th house is your career. Sometimes this placement can become a trap also. Have you seen the rat traps? Rats see that, okay, this is a roti over there, this is a food, let me eat this bread. So rat go inside that trap, that cage, and when he immediately, like, that cage is closed. So this is a trap, and this is a trap of security, this is a trap of job. I don't know whether it depends upon their planets also, but these individuals, they have the realizations from the very initial stages of their life. Like, we are actually not meant for doing a job. 10th house is your career. This is actually putting a pressure over their mind. Like, you need to do job, but they don't want to do job. Because I told you second in the 10th is a Raj Yoga. So this is going to give you money, okay? Raj Yoga means it is a good auspicious combination. This have the ability to give you money. But this is going against your will. You're not willing to actually do that thing. But still, if that planet is supposed to give you money, you are going to receive that money. It depends upon the Vimshotri, Mahadasha, Antardasha, or the timings also, like up to which age you need to fulfill that karma. And after that, these individuals, they tend to, if they find any one single escape system, they escape their job immediately. Even second house, as I told you, this is actually a very important house from marriage point of view. This placement in the 10th house is also going to represent the professional nature of your spouse or life partner. Because from the 7th house, 10th house is going 4 places away. So happiness of marriage is seen from the 10th house. If this placement is over there, and if the planets, they are in a very good dignity, only based upon the financial security factor, your relationship is going to sustain. This is acting as a saving factor. That is why in Brit Prashar, Hora Shastra, ancient textbook, if you pick, they will say like this thing, okay, if the Dhanesh is going in the Labhesh, or the Dhanesh is going in the Karmesh, so this is going to give this placement. Dhanesh is the second house, okay, so that is going to form that Raj Yoga. Even this is actually going 9 places away. 9 places away is the trine place, okay. So if the planet is going trine places away, it means you are not putting hard work to actually receive results. Results are coming to you automatically. This is region, like they are constantly generating results in the 10th house. Also, one very important thing, this is can even convert you into a businessman, business people, depending upon the dignity, or if some planetary conjunction. If the 10th house lord forming some connection with the second, then Parivartan is happening, then this is going to be an absolute good combination for you to become a successful business person. Now the second house lord going in the 11th house. Oh my goodness, this is a perfect combination, irrespective of the dignity of the planet. But at the same time, this is going to create some negative side also, which I would like to discuss with you. First of all, this is known as Lakshmi Yoga, because second house is your valuable possessions, your money, wealth and saving. So here that lord is actually exchanging energy with the 11th house, that is incoming gains, money, your hopes, your wishes and your desires. So this is actually going to bring forth a lot of opportunities in your pathway to create wealth. Most of the individuals, they are highly successful in their life. They are billionaires, millionaires, And why so? Because actually they are receiving a good amount of opportunities. They recognize that opportunity and they choose the correct opportunity. Choosing a correct opportunity is also going to play a very important role behind your success, behind your financial success. But with this kind of a placement, opportunities are always hitting in their way. It may be because of their positive mental attitude or because of other factors, but I will tell you, your life pattern or your life journey is actually going to be molded in such a way your end goal is going towards the wealth part. Even most important thing, 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your desires. So as soon as their second house increase, they are actually going to have then more ambitions, more goals, big goals. And depending upon the malefic or the benefic planets, they have the ability to take the risk, again go to 0 level, again pick to high level. For example, right now you are at this level, you are going to this level. Now if you want to move from this to that level, it means you need to go little bit lower. So these individuals having that risk taking capabilities in the calculative way. If I'm going to take this amount of risk financially, I'm going to gain that much financially. But most of the time, second in the 11th is not going to give you happiness from the family side. Most of the astrological charts I have seen this thing. They come to me for consultations, these people. They are having lot of family issues, lot of marriage issues. Because they don't understand this simple thing. Although other houses, they are going to play an important role. I'm not saying like this is the accurate prediction, but most of the time, if your karma or your planetary urjas, energies, if they are actually inclined towards that thing, it means you need to follow that pathway. Because here what is going to happen, family is also going to become jealous because of your success, because of this combination. Your siblings are also going to become jealous because of this combination. This is not going to be considered as a very, very good combination, but they have that kind of a fierce temperament inside them. They have that clarity, that focus. There is no distraction in their pathway. Other people, if they want to generate or acquire wealth, they first of all need to find opportunity. They are having that advantage. They don't need to go and find that kind of opportunities. Opportunities are flowing in their way because the direction is actually set in that way. The pace of their life is also very high. If they are at this level right now, next year they are going to be at this level, and next year they are going to be at that level from the financial point of view. But more they are going to grow financially, the more sufferings they are going to inculcate because of the family side of view. So consider it as a good or a bad placement. It totally depends upon you. Now the second house lord going in the 12th house. This is actually a banker, financial advisor. Here you need to understand one thing. These individuals, they don't have the capabilities to save money because savings is going in the expenditure part. So I will tell you, it become extremely difficult, these people, to hold money. Extremely difficult. They don't have that ability to hold money in their bank account. Consider this thing. If this is their savings account, suppose this is A people or maybe this is Dinesh, having this combination, money coming in the saving account, immediately something is going to happen, some circumstance is going to change and all the savings, they will go away totally, and they are suddenly going to see, oh my goodness. And this is not one time activity, this is actually happening many times. Again they start, okay, let me save money in my bank account, let me grow my savings. But they don't understand, Dinesh don't understand, my savings lord is in the expense, how can I save money? This is actually good placement from the investment point of view. If you want to invest your money maybe in the speculation, speculative gains, stock, share market, or more and more money you need to keep in the invested form. This is not going to help you to create liquidity. I have seen a lot of business people with this combination. Their business is very good, very successful people, but they are having only one problem: no liquidity. I'm not having enough liquidity to run my business operations. So this is that kind of a placement. Even most important thing, 12th house is the foreign land, foreign country. So second house is your money. So in order for you to acquire or generate wealth, going into the foreign culture, foreign environment is also going to be favorable for you. It is not only necessary you are actually going into permanent settlement of foreign land, but any sort of interaction with the foreigners are going to be very good for you. If you are watching this video, you are from USA or maybe Mexico or maybe Texas, I will tell you, if you are having this combination, it means you need to do some interaction with the foreigner people. Specifically the individuals that are in the spiritual countries like India, try to get in touch with them. They are actually going to help you to understand, because I will tell you 2nd and the 12th, they are even going to be considered as a very spiritual people. They actually have the ability to do something for the betterment of society. They have that giving aspect inside them. Like, okay, even like, because in the initial stages, they have lose their money every time. Oh my goodness, not saving all the time, expense. But money will come, definitely will come with this combination. I don't know from which area or direction, money will definitely come. Only then that expense part is going to be happening over there. Even these individuals in the spiritual side, they have the ability to open up schools, medical institutions, and these kind of things. I have seen a lot of charity givers with this combination. Like they are denoting their like 90% of the wealth they are giving away. They have already taken that pledge. So this is that combination. Now last, the second house lord going in the first house. Okay, so first house is actually you, and here second house lord is going directly 12 places away, and that is the house of loss. What is going to happen? Complete family sitting over your head all the time. That it means a lot of demand that is actually coming from the family inside your life, and it becomes difficult for you to fulfill the demands of the complete family. You need to find some sort of escape route from your day-to-day life, from the family life, and go into secludedness. This is a very perfect remedy with second house lord going in the first house. Also, as I told you, this is your money, wealth and savings account. So these individuals have the ability to spend money upon them. Like they have that kind of abilities present inside them. If they are earning money, they are going to spend money over them. It may be upon their knowledge, upon their education, because this is also going to give you the way. Second house lord going into different directions is also giving you the pathway, like which direction to follow in order for you to become successful. So if this combination is happening over there, if you want to generate wealth, if you are having the financial instability, not be able to become rich, you actually need to first of all invest more money inside you, because first house is you. It means there is lack of knowledge that is actually permitting you to acquire wealth. Even as I told you, this is the losses. Even for example, you are purchasing a like $1 million course, like how to become this thing or that thing, or you are learning some specialized knowledge. You are spending a lot of money. This ability, this connection have the ability to convert your expenses into investment. Like suppose you are going to college for taking knowledge or some education, you are giving some money as a tuition fee. So you are spending some money, but at the same time you are gaining some knowledge. So this is that kind of a combination. Even second house lord in the first house going 12 places away is also going to create a lot of detached family. Here I will tell you, if there are 4 or 5 members in the family, with this combination, all the members, they are running in different directions. Lack of opinions. This is not going to create a joint family kind of environment. This is going to break all the time. I will tell you also that second in the first is also going to become a very spiritual people, because actually here if you see, if the planet go 12 places away, it means that planet have seen all the other things. Now the planet is in the last place, and 12th is the realm of that secludedness. Like I have already seen money and wealth, so I'm not much interested in that areas. Let me more interested in learning and gaining knowledge. So that is going to be the key factor behind these people's success. So I hope you have gained some insights in today's video, and thank you so much for giving love, affection, care and support. You can please, for any consultations, you can please contact me at my email ID. any marriage, career, spiritual consultation, do let me know. And you can please watch the other videos here. I made the first video, I'm going to make third, fourth, so you can please continue this series. And thank you so much for giving me love, care, affection, support, everything. Till then, subscribe my channel below, please. If you are not subscribing, it means I'm not be able to get the bigger reach. So subscribe it and follow me on Instagram as well. And I'm going to meet you very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.